Come with me as I prepare for our new Sera bag order with all of this upcycled leather. Here I am organizing all of the large pieces because that's what works best for this bag. All of this leather is going to go to the factory for them to turn into leather cord and braid into our Sera bag. I'm so excited because I finally found a factory that's able to do the complete bag with the lining. Here I am at our leather wall searching for more leather. Thank you for all of your suggestions for the pink. As you can see, I'm searching for pink, but I'm not sure that I found the right leather for this bag. More on that to come. This is my Bible. It is where I keep a copy of absolutely everything we have in production or in development and everything we've sent to factories or artisans, so I know where we are at every moment of the process. And here's all of the dead stock linings that I use for all of our bags. I sourced these from warehouses outside of Prato. And I'm just looking at the colors I picked because they look different in every single lighting, even different sunlights at different times of the day. So now I have to match all of these linings with the different leather colors that I'm going to be using for this bag. And again, making sure to take a swatch of all of the fabrics so that I always have a reference for the future when we need to make more. I might not be able to find this exact fabric again, but I'm pretty sure I can find very, very similar. And that way I can always use dead stock. Obviously, black is always easiest, but not everything can be black all the time. My best-selling version of this bag is actually in the off-white pana color, so I'm definitely making more of that as well. This silver color I'm excited about too. The off-white I ended up getting two, and this brighter one is definitely the way to go. So I'm just making sure to get a reference of that and to cover it up so that it doesn't get damaged or dirty. This is probably the most important part. Now I'm making swatch cards, a copy for me and a copy for the factory so that they can see all of the components that go into each bag's colorway. This is super important because I'm using so many different leathers and linings and it changes every time because obviously we're using scrap and dead stock. So it just makes it really easy to follow and again, have a reference of what we did in the past. I am going to do a beautiful light blue color. I love this leather. Again, all of this is probably only going to make like 5 bags. So we're talking really small production here. Next, I have to count out all of the metal components that go into each bag. And it doesn't look like a lot, but it takes a long time. These are going to be the labels inside and all of the closures have to get counted individually and wrapped in tissue so that they don't get scratched during the shipping process or when waiting to be assembled. I am going to do some silver hardware on these next ones. So here I am just packing up the silver rings. I'm excited to see how these ones come out for the silver bag and the blue. Not so glamorous, but super important. It's taking me all day to make sure to categorize, label, count, and separate everything. Here are these technical sheets that I make that list out all of the components of each bag, the colorways, the quantity of every single component, along with our swatch sheets and any changes we made from the previous production. All of that goes into envelopes and sits at the top of the box so that the factory can open that first and know exactly what they need to do for this production. Of course, I'll also send an email and call them a million times probably. Now everything's going to get packed in these boxes and it's going to be shipped on Monday to the factory when they open from the Christmas holiday. I'm so excited to see our new Sera bags. Thanks for spending the day packing with me.